We just got a storm shelter.
So anyway, here's a quick look at the shelter, and I'll show the whole installation process here in a bit. But this did really kind of prevent me from getting any work done in any other videos for the last several weeks, since I did have to have part of the garage cleared out. I also had plastic on everything else in the garage. So for the last month or so, I really have not been able to do any work at all on any of my layout projects. And so everything is wrapped up now, and I'll be getting back to that here pretty soon. Okay, so I live here in Oklahoma, and tornadoes are pretty frequent. In fact, we've had 89 tornadoes across the state so far this year, including 6 or 7 in the county that I live. Now, that's not the reason why I installed a storm shelter here this year. In fact, actually, this process started over a year ago. And so it turns out that FEMA has a grant program that your city or town can apply for each year. And our city did that as well this past year. And so I was able to apply for that through our local city agency that was doing that. And this started back in October of 2018. They had an introductory meeting about this FEMA program. I was able to apply for that along with about 300 other families in my town. And those were awarded this past spring. There were 164 families in my town that were awarded the grant this year, and we were one of them, luckily, and so we were able to go ahead and get this storm shelter installed. Now, in our case, it took a few weeks to get everything installed because our slab is post-tension, and so we had to have an engineering company come out, cut the cables, pour some new concrete to hold new wedge blocks to put those, or so they could retension those cables later on. And so about a week after they had done that work, they came through, tensioned the cables again, so everything was ready to go for the installation company to actually put in the storm shelter. And so that was delivered on truck, but actually with another shelter. They were doing 2 installations that same day. We were the first ones in the morning, so for the most part, it was a pretty straightforward process. They came in, dug out a hole about 6 feet deep in the area where we were having it installed in the garage, which is about a 4 by 8 foot cutout. And they went ahead, dug that hole down, and then just simply, carried the shelter in, lowered it in place. And so the little support bars that hold the shelter off the bottom of the ground are there for 2 reasons. One, they are trying to prevent the shelter from actually sitting on the ground itself, because they're going to go ahead and pour concrete in after this process here. And so they want to be able to have the concrete flow underneath the shelter as well. And also they want to have the shelter raised up about an inch and a half or so above the surrounding grade of the actual garage. So if water does flow across the garage for whatever reason, it's not going to flow into the shelter, but actually flow around it. So once that was in place, they came through, again, put in about 3 yards of concrete. They also put rebar throughout that concrete as well to help strengthen it. And then things were pretty much ready to go once they put the lid on. Of course, we had to wait another week or so before we could drive on it to make sure all that that big block of 3 yards of concrete was fully cured and it wasn't going to be cracked or anything by our car going over it. And the shelter is situated such that we can actually pull the car up most of the way towards the front of the garage, and we have enough room to get into the shelter from the backside without having to open the garage door or pull the car out of the garage. So it makes it pretty nice. We can get into the shelter with the cars in the garage, and that's not a problem. So let's go ahead and take a look at how you open it and what the inside looks like. Okay, so opening the shelter is pretty straightforward. The handle that comes with it, you just put it in the hole, take the key out, put it in the slot here where it can push down on the lever on the inside. You can use a screwdriver or whatever else too if this doesn't, if this breaks or something else. But then you just step on it to push down, take it forward, and you can walk inside. So the inside of the shelter here does have 5 steps on the way down. The steps are removable to make more room on the inside. Now on the inside of the shelter, I do have several puck lights as well as some units that have a fan and a light attached to them as well. So we do have lighting on the inside. It does latch on the front, and we do have chains in 4 places here that are used to actually help hold down the lid. Again, since everything is entombed in concrete, your only real concern is that the actual lid on top would come off in some way from the wind or debris or whatever. Now we do have a lot of supplies on here on this side of the shelter. We have a little porta potty in case we get stuck in here for some length of time and someone has to use the bathroom. We have that. We have a bin that has some bottled water, a first aid kit, other miscellaneous things in there as well. And then I have a bag with some clothes if we need those. I also have some cold packs in case it is very hot inside of there, that we can use those cold packs to help, cool your neck down or whatever else, or even to cool the water down that's in here. And then I also have a water pump in case water does get in here for some reason, if the shelter leaks or whatever else, through the side of the wall or whatever happens, we can get the water out with the hand pump. And so that's there if we do need it for whatever reason. So anyway, that's a look at our storm shelter. I'll be getting back to some of the regular videos here before too long. I did want to share this installation process since this did take quite a while, and this is kind of delayed working on the other projects here for the last several weeks. So anyway, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Bye.